Shut up, Jim.
Alright, Anthony, I hear you say, what gives? Earthworm Jim is a great game, how can you possibly make fun of it? And to that I say, yeah, you're absolutely right. This is one of my favorite games on the Super Nintendo, but have you ever actually played it before? You're literally a worm in a giant spacesuit who has to fight a cat, a fish, pretends to be a cowboy on a missile hurtling through space, or playing who can kill the booger monster in a game of cat and mouse while bungee jumping.
So yeah, that's why I'm talking about this game.
I think it's important to mention that this game was extremely popular when it came out. It received multiple sequels, a line of action figures, and even a cartoon where Earthworm Jim was voiced by Dan Castellaneta, aka Mr. Homer Simpson himself. The game starts and you see Earthworm Jim flexing like he's Hulk Hogan. Man, I wish I could confidently do that.
Yeah! Not very intimidating, is it?
The first level is called New Junk City. I'm glad they made that distinction so I wouldn't get it confused with Old Junk City. Well, so far it doesn't look like much of an improvement, except for the warning cow sign. I understand why they're so worried though, because cows are super scary. So the game is simple enough to understand. You can jump, shoot in all directions, which is pretty awesome, and you can also whip things with yourself. Also, when you get hit, you make a weird noise.
Ow!
I'll?
Ow!
I'll what? Dance? Shortly after you start, you come across a refrigerator hanging from a crane. I'll give you a second to figure out why this is here. Did you figure out why? I guarantee you didn't. Oh, warning cow. I get it. It looks like the only thing I can do is drop this fridge. What do you think of that, Mr. Cow? Fantastic. Or in the words of Earthworm Jim,
Groovy!
There are some cool things hidden around this stage, like an old moose head that you can swing on, and a toilet. I wonder what happens if I use it. It teleported me?
Didn't work.
Throughout the different stages, you'll find different hooks. If you whip yourself at them, you can start swinging. I'd recommend practicing this because later on in the game it gets pretty intense. You come across the first mini-boss. He's a garbage can. I mean, I guess you can't really expect more from a level called New Junk City. Though I suppose one man's junk is another man's mini-boss. The actual boss of this stage is... well, I guess it's hard to explain in words. Let me just show you. I think Bubba up there should chew his food just a little bit better. I think it might help.
Ah, it's called indigestion. Just like I thought.
Anyways, all you have to do is wait for a box to drop, shoot it onto the spring and hit him in the butt. Do this a couple of times until he dies. In between the different stages, you have a few different mini games. We're gonna play a game called Asteroids? Basically, it's a mini racing game that we have to play against one of Earthworm Jim's dastardly villains, Psychro, which is an amazing name. First thing you notice is the music. I feel like I need to get into character for this.
Had it, partner. I don't have real straw, so I used a straw.
All you have to do is avoid the asteroids, pick up these ball things, or hit these boosts. There's not much to this except for the twangy southern music, and of course, what Jim says when he hits a boost. When you finish the race, Jim celebrates like he is Homer on top of a missile. Stage 2 is called What the Heck. I would say this level must be akin to what people perceive, heck to be. If you look in the background, you can see one of Jim's most evil nemesises. Evil the Cat. That's some creative naming there, folks. So you might be curious as to what enemies you face in this level. Well, aside from the boss, which we'll get to, you only fight these demon things, and a single snowman. I mean, he fits right in with all the fire and brimstone raining down from the sky. If you stop and listen to the music on this level, it's not quite what you would expect. It's almost calming, except for the sounds of screaming people randomly thrown in. Now we make it to the two-part fight against Evil the Cat. You start off without your power suit. All you can do is jump. Now this is extremely easy. Just let Evil destroy his own pillar with the fire. I think this needs some sound effects. You eventually reclaim your bodysuit and finish him? I mean,
Finish him! Smoke wins.
Nailed it.
now we have to play another game of Andy Asteroids. Nope. Now we move on to Down the Tubes. This is a two-part stage with mini-games between both levels. Nothing new and exciting happens in this stage except for the giant hamsters, which are awesome. There are also these segments where you have to float around in a submarine and constantly crash into walls until you die. This is the worst part of the game, so let's move on to the hardest boss, Bob the Killer Goldfish. It takes some serious cunning and skill to beat this boss. Level 5. This level is pretty annoying. I wouldn't say it's hard per se, but it's really easy to get hurt in this level. We have these green brain things floating around. After you shoot them, they drop 3 worms that jump around constantly. It's pretty easy to get hurt by the worms. Wait a minute, worms? Worm. Is Jim committing murder right now? Not only that, but you eventually get stuck in a metal ball and have to play this guessing game as to which direction things will start flying at you from. Once you get the pattern down, it's pretty easy though. You also have to deal with a damn monkey trying to kill you. Wait, that's not a monkey. That's like a half monkey, half evil scientist. What's his name, like Professor Monkey for a head? Oh, The boss of this level is a robot chicken. He's simple, just drop bombs on him when he's in the right spot. The final level is called Buttville. This is the level where you really have to test out your skills from the other levels. Whether it's climbing giant towers full of things to hook onto, or trying not to die from monsters that can easily kill you in just one hit. It's not a super long level, and the final boss is way too simple. Not her name though. It's very hard to remember. It is, and I'm not joking here, Queen Pulsating, Bloated, Festering, Sweaty, Pus-Filled, Malformed Slug for a butt.
My name is Anthony. Kinda simple.
All you do is ride this platform in a circle around her and shoot her. If you're good enough, she doesn't even hurt you. The final music is also pretty great. Oh look, a cow.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for liking and commenting on this episode of Retrosode. If you liked what you saw, remember to hit that subscribe button, or you can check out my last episode on Time Lord by clicking over there. Couple of things for you guys I just want to say. I'm closing in on 500 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you guys so very, very, very much for that. When I hit the 500 subscriber mark, I'm going to be doing a question and answer video, Q&A video. If you have a question about maybe the video editing process, or about me, or about some sort of retro video game thing, whatever you guys want to ask, just leave it in the comments below, and chances are I'll get to it, and you guys will have your shoutouts and everything on that video. It's going to be a lot of cool times, and very awesome. Second cool bit of information is I'm going to be at the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo. It starts Thursday, which is in 8 minutes. So if you guys are going to be at the Calgary Comic and Entertainment Expo, remember to go check it out. I'm going to be in the Big 4 building. I'm going to have a booth there. I'll be there all 4 days. So hope to see you guys. If I see you, swing by, say hi, bring pie, please. And final thing, guys, I have some social media if you guys want to go check it out. I have a Twitter and a Facebook. I've been posting Facebook exclusive videos on Facebook that are a little bit more personal to like the creation of Retrosode and who I am. So if you guys are interested in learning more about me outside of the world of these videos, go check out my Twitter and Facebook. That's the best way of doing it. So I'm going to go now, and I have no good outro like I ever don't do. So I'm just going to